Shane Alexander, Eugene Ruffalo, Dennis Kolen en Wietse Zeedijk. The Greater Good. Geniet ervan. Dankjewel, Sjaak.
Thank you very much. It's so great to be here. This is actually a very special show for us tonight because our fine and wonderful host, Jacques, was kind of the catalyst of bringing us all together. So we're very much looking forward to this particular show because Jacques had a lot to do with the greater good being the greater good. He's been a champion of all three of us for years.
Jacques is the lime from the greater good.
Yes. Yeah, he's been a champion of us, all three of us, for years and years. And years ago, Jacques said to me one day, there's a singer-songwriter out there. His name's Dennis Kolen, and you've got to check him out. I think your music is very sympathetic, and would you be interested in hearing something? And I said, of course. So he sent me an MP3 of Dennis and What's Not to Love about Dennis Kolen. So I was immediately a fan, and I guess a year or so later, I came and did the show, Jacques' show, and Jacques emailed me a little bit in advance and said, would you mind if Dennis came and sat in on a couple of numbers? And I said, that'd be great. So Dennis came down and we finally met, and we became fast friends, and I gave him one of my CDs. We traded CDs and became fans. And soon after Dennis wrote me and said, what about doing a project together, recording something together? And I said, sure, it'd be great. I'm up for it. And a little later on, he said, I have this friend named Shane Alexander, he's really great. Maybe we could do something together. So he sent me a link to Shane, and I checked out Shane's music and was duly impressed with that as well. So that's how it all came together. We recorded our first record last year in Germany on Stockfish Records. And this is kind of like coming full circle, so it's exciting to be here. And thanks, Jacques, for making it all happen.
Nou, nu weten jullie meteen alles. Over de rest van de avond niet meer te praten.
Is he laughing at us?
Probably.
Yeah. If I could feel you now, I surely would. I'd get to you somehow, be with you if I could. If I could ease your mind, heal you for good, I'd wipe away my love, you know I would. My love, well, you know, there's things in life come and go, but you and I, we're in it for the long, long ride. So if you feel alone, I'm lonely too. But if we join, there's nothing love won't do. There's nothing love won't do. My love, you know, there's things in life come and go, but you and I, one magical surprise.
Reverb on my guitar. How are we doing out there, brothers and sisters? You know, yeah, Jacques did play a pivotal role. Speaking from myself, 2005 was the first time I came to Holland. Now I've been here many times, and some of you have become old friends. And Eugene and I keep coming back because of you guys, because you're awesome, and you care, and so we have to come back. But I was telling the guys, I think last night, the first time I played a shake of music was my first time ever abroad in 2005. I'd never been anywhere but Tijuana, Mexico before 2005, and that's not a particularly sexy destination. And I came over and I had my first jet lag, and my first time folded up into the back seat of a very, very tiny car. And on the way here, I learned that it was not just a radio show, it was also a TV show, which I didn't think I looked fabulous enough. And that I had to play some cover songs, which I didn't have prepared. And so I was jet lagged out of my mind and put in front of my first Dutch audience. And I had a terrible time. My first set, I was nervous. And now I've played for lots of Dutch audiences, but it was the first one, and they were so polite that I thought, they hate me. I'm dying, man. And then on the break, there was a cafe, and I went out and I met everybody, and they're like, oh, it's so good. I'm like, really? And then I felt much better and came back the second set, and we rocked. And then we were off to the races, but there was a little learning curve there the first time. So it's really nice to be back to your beautiful little city with the boys in tow. This is a song about leaving home. It's called A Rainbow's Gold.
Daddy, it's been a long, long time since we sat down to clear our minds, but you sure got me thinking about you now. Seems like a million years since I got on that plane and heading to the sunshine, and maybe I only come round once in a while. But I've been chasing after rainbows gold, yeah. Now we're both just growing old. Now don't let go all I've told you now. Wait, I didn't mean to harm you now. Wait, I don't want to alarm you, but my way is the only way I know. And in this city I finally found my way, and I fill my sails with the songs I play. My freedom was the only way. And I feel good about what I've become, but I still recall where we come from. Now don't you worry, what's done is done. Wait, I didn't mean to harm you now. Wait, I don't want to alarm you, and my way is the only way I know. Some forgive, but some just won't forget. Yeah, don't you turn away just yet. You know I've always placed my bets alone. Wait, I didn't mean to harm you now. Wait, I don't want to alarm you, and my way is the only way I know. Wait, I didn't mean to harm you now. Wait, I don't want to alarm you, and my way is the only way I know. My way is the only way I know.
Thank you.
Shane Alexander.
How great is this? We're all close together. It's nice.
Dankjewel jongens, tof dat jullie allemaal gekomen zijn vanavond. Even deze bijl aansluiten, die ik iedere avond voor maar 1 nummer helemaal mee moet slepen. Die net op kaart op de grond kletterde, zoals jullie zagen. En nu helemaal vals is. Al deze nummers die we vanavond spelen voor jullie zijn van ons eerste album, The Greater Good. Wat we vorig jaar hebben opgenomen in een week tijd. En het toffe, het spontane van het album is dat we het eigenlijk best wel snel hebben gedaan. We hadden heel weinig tijd om voor te bereiden natuurlijk. We gingen naar Duitsland en we zaten er in een hotel. En 1 dag voordat de studiosessies begonnen hebben we heel veel nummers doorgelopen en de beste gekozen. We hebben er alle 3 op de plaat en dan als laatste track eentje van Neil Young, Tell Me Why, omdat het een soort van Americana staple is. En dit was een van de nummers die ik had liggen en niet op mijn laatste platen, de Revolution platen, toen er tijd had gezet. Maar waar ik wel veel mee had. En het is van mijn bijdrage het favoriete nummer van de plaat. Het heet Ghost From My Past. Ghosts from my past hang around and haunt me, and though I'm not scared, I sure wish they would let me get on with my life fast. I'm a broken, shattered mess. Ghosts from my past always seem to just dive in when you don't expect them to. They take the wheel and start driving, and they're speeding, moving fast, heading for a crash. For so long I've been writing these words. It's the only cure except for alcohol. For so long I've been running out of speed, dead on my feet and still running on. Ghosts from my past always talk about money and the crooked laugh, like a joke that ain't funny. Now the joke's on the laughs on me, and the way things turned out to be. For so long I've been writing these words. It's the only cure except for
Oh, so long I've been running out of speed, dead on my feet and still running on. Goes from our past, all the habits we can't seem to lose. Mine are crass, but they're still so concerned with you, as they speak so tenderly, and they wonder how you've been.
Well, when I was, it was an interesting process to make this record with never having actually played together. Kind of unusual in a sense. So we had to kind of imagine what was going to be happening. We had a very limited time to make the record. We only did it in five or 6 days. So, and you know, Dennis was here in Holland, and I was in New York City. Shane was in L.A. Very exotic group we are. So I was sitting at home trying to figure out, you know, what songs am I going to bring. We all decided we were going to bring 3 songs to the party. And so I decided to compose something specifically for the record, and I was kind of imagining, okay, what's everybody's voice? I was trying to think of it in terms of harmony, because I knew we wanted it to be, heavy on the harmonies. So I was trying to imagine what Dennis would sing and what Shane would sing, and I came up with this song. It's kind of a swampy, I don't know if you have the term here, it's kind of a swampy little song. It's called Afternoon, on an Afternoon Much Like Today.
On a dusty road down by the bay, on an afternoon much like today, I was walking alone with my head in the clouds, when I chanced to see you somehow. You startled and stung when you came into view. I could not believe it was you. After all of the years and the deep pool of tears, I thought that the dark days are through. Rise up, and admit that enough is enough. Rise up, take a sip from a loving cup. On a cold afternoon, much like today, I watched you as you walked away. And though the memory fades, well, some things remain, and deep in the heart they will stay. Rise up, and admit that enough is enough. Rise up, take a sip from the loving cup. day after day. Yeah, the time slips away and there's no reason for holding on to the things that we did. We must learn to forgive for the season is marching on. Another feeling, it comes every once in a while. Still I always manage to smile at the thought of your face and the lingering trace of the feeling unreconciled. Rise up, can you admit that you're feeling love? Rise up, take a sip from the loving cup. The loving cup. Holding on. Holding on. Holding on. Thank you.
We had the idea for the band before we'd ever really heard ourselves singing together, so that was sort of a risky maneuver. We could have gotten in there and it would have been scheisse, and we would have been in real trouble. But we got it done. It was pretty intense because we did have a very tight schedule and we didn't know really what we were doing. We just went into work every day, and when the week was over, somehow the record was done, and we were all emotionally exhausted and super drained, and got back home and let a little time go by, and then we started to listen to the record, and we're like, wow, it's not too bad. And after a while, we're like, oh, it's actually really pretty good. And now we're really pumped about it, but it took a while. But this next song is a train song. The last time I played A Shake of Music, I was touring with Dennis and his band, right? And, you know, Denny Cool, the pride of Rotterdam, Mr. Dennis Colin. Let it out for Dennis Colin.
Dankjewel!
Yeah. We met in the Pard. You say it, how do you say it? It's way more sexy when you say it, but... Well, we met in the Pard in the dressing room, and we were on the bill together, and we didn't know of each other until that minute, and we had our guitars, and we each played a song for the other, and we're like, wow, you're pretty good, and we've been really, really good buddies ever since that day, and that was 2005, and so we've been on this kind of a similar trajectory, always trying to grow our business and get our music out to as many people as possible, and we usually put out our records at the same time, so we decided we'd do a tour together. But at the time, a lot of the guys in Dennis's band didn't drive, so we decided we'll rent a car and I'll drive the car. And Wietse Wietse on bass, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Wietse would usually ride up front with me, and we would be coming home late at night from the show, exhausted, and I tend to drive fast, and Wietse would be like, oh, we were flashed. Oh, flashed. I'm like, what do you mean, flashed? Well, about a month after I'd been home from the tour, I found out what flash is. And I got 5 tickets. And I really did my best to try to call the number and push the buttons, and I really did give it a really good try. But finally, I just gave up. So I came over here many more times. This was 2007. And then in 2010, after a really long tour, I did Scandinavia and Germany, and then ended up in Holland. And I was in Schiphol Airport. I was heading home. And they said, Mr. Alexander, would you step out of line? Which, of course, everybody wants to hear their name when they're in the customs line. And so they took me into this room, and they pulled up a computer screen full of my my speeding tickets. And they said, you're not getting on your plane until you give us €500. And I said, I really did try to pay those. So now I take trains. But I like trains, and I don't ride trains in the States, but I ride them when I'm over here, and I think they're very, I don't know, quiet and poetic and beautiful, especially when it's rainy and I'm by myself. And so I got home from a tour and I wrote this. I'll take lots of those, please. The song's called Nowhere Fast.
Train in a southbound lane, going nowhere fast. The whistle sounds as the sun goes down, going nowhere fast. Is there a place we can go? Far away, far away, and fade away just like ghosts. Far away, far away, and everyone here is on the run and going where you used to sleep, but time won't bring you back. Is there a place we can go? Far away, far away, and fade away just like ghosts. Far away, far away, and you can't tell me I'm not lost. I'm out here on my own. You can't know where I have to go. It's better left alone. My head on the glass, I am home at last, and pictures in my mind. I close my eyes to the starry skies, going nowhere fast.
Thank you.
rock a little, yeah? Deze song heet I've Lived Here for So Long.
Box up those records too, and take down your family pictures. Now that our time is through, 'cause we've been fighting for so long, and all of my hope is gone. All of my hope is gone. 'Cause it's all over and part of the past. For so long, some may say that change has come at last, but I've lived here for so long. I can't get used to changing lanes so fast. See, I've lived here for so long. What I got turned to dust. I watched our love turn to rust. What you can change for better, you better rise above. 'Cause we have battled for so long, all of my hope got lost. All of my hope is gone. There's so much that I don't wanna give up, but I've lived here for so long. So long, I'm stranded and I'm needing
Dankjewel.
How are you? Was all okay? This next song is it's a heavy song for me. It's an honest song. I grew up in Western Pennsylvania in a really beautiful but sort of a sad town. It's a steel town, and there was a factory there called Armco. And when I was a kid, everybody's dad worked at the steel mill. And then when the factory went down, all of the dads kind of went into the bars and became sort of surly guys. And the town kind of went a lot more dark. And so when I was there and in high school, it was a challenging place. It was kind of a rough place. And I'm a sensitive musician type, far too soft for a tough Western Pennsylvania town. But many of the kids I went to high school with, a lot of them ended up taking their lives, which is a real drag, because whatever's bumming you out at 17, you will forget about by the time you're 24, you know? But there was a guy that I went to school with who went out to a place called Lost Road, which until then was a place out in the woods that we would party and make out and whatever. But he went out there and took his life. And his younger brother was the bartender in the bar that we would visit when we would come back. I had moved to California, and we'd come home for the holidays, and we would drink in this bar. And I would see his younger brother there, and it just really broke my heart, and I wrote this song for him, sort of as a offering of goodwill. It's called Lost Road.
Are you or aren't you coming along? Getting, we're going to Lost Road. Don't be afraid. Tonight it's a year since we were both here. Don't be afraid, just open the door, just step outside. The night air is freezing, yeah, but it feels so good to be alive. It's the reason that I brought you here tonight. Wallow in sorrow, don't become you. I know what you're thinking when you look like you do. It's just like you to hide what you feel. I just want you to be out here is freezing, yeah, but it feels so good to be alive. It's the reason that I brought you here tonight. It's the reason that I brought you here tonight. It's the reason that I brought you here tonight.
Thank you.
Well, you know, songwriters, we're all thieves, basically. We're constantly stealing from each other, from other songwriters. It's part of the game. I wrote this next tune. I was actually, seems that Shane and I have something in common, that get inspiration from our travels. I had just been doing a tour here in Holland, and I was on my way. I'm trying to gracefully slip into a tuning as I talk to you here. I was on my way to Schiphol Airport after having done a long tour, and I was in the car with my friend Elko, who was driving me to the airport so graciously at 5:45 in the morning or something like that. And he turned the stereo on and he said, "Check this tune out." And he played me this song that was, I believe it was a duet with James Taylor and Alison Krauss. And I'd never heard it before, which is unusual because I'm a James Taylor fanatic, so it's very unusual that there would be a James Taylor song that I don't know. But it was, and I've never heard it since. I'm not sure what record it's on. I don't think it's clearly not on a James Taylor record, but it was some recording. And he played me about 2 or 3 bars, and I grabbed the stereo and turned it off because that's my thing. It's like if I hear something that I like and I know I want to steal, I don't want to hear it too well because I don't want to steal it too well. I just want to steal it kind of in my own little way. So I turned it off. And he thought I was nuts, of course, because I just like reached across, and because we songwriters are a strange lot. And but I knew that basically I wanted to write that song, So I turned it off and I started thinking about it in my head. And then I had 9 hours on my flight to kind of contemplate. So I was sitting there like a little maniac, writing on my napkin, and mumbling to myself. The person next to me thought I was insane. But I wrote the tune. And unfortunately, I had to remember it for 9 hours on my flight, which was a bit challenging. But when we write, we get a little bit obsessive and crazy. So I managed to remember it, get home, put it down on paper, and here it is. It's called "If It's Feelin' Fine."
Oh lover, why are you so blue? Why are you so lonesome? Have you nothing better to do? Throw away your fear, cast away your sorrow, but don't you shed a tear. I'll be better on tomorrow. If it's feeling fine, why upset the apple cart or give in to your foolish heart? Stop yourself before you start. If the piece is fair, Why not make the best of it? Step aside and let it rip. If it's feeling fine. There you go again with your restless heart, and that certain sadness, always playing the tragic part. No, you don't have to hurt so bad. Throw your blues away. Hey, hey, you don't have to look so sad. We can find you a better way. If it's feeling fine, why upset the apple cart? Give in to your foolish heart. Stop yourself before you start. If the piece is set, why not make the best of it? Step aside and let it rip. If it's feeling fine, no one will complain if you let a little light in. So I tell you once again, don't try to fight it. 'Cause if it's feeling fine, don't upset the apple cart. Give in to your foolish heart. Stop yourself before you start. If the piece is fair, why not make the best of it? Step aside and let it rip. If it's feeling fine. Oh, lover.
Dankjewel, tot zo. Welkom terug jongens bij de show. Het tweede deel bestaat voornamelijk uit ons solo, omdat we natuurlijk al zo'n uitgebreide backcatalog hebben met eigen platen. En het toeval wil dat maandag mijn nieuwe soloalbum is uitgekomen, The Years of Decay. En ik hoop natuurlijk dat jullie die allemaal gekocht hebben net in de pauze. Oh, dubbel. De vinyl zeker. De plaat klinkt nog gaver, moet ik zeggen. Want op de een of andere manier heeft dat iets te maken met die waves of zo. Dat het klinkt waanzinnig. En er zit een cd bij. Dus there you go. Hey, het ding met The Years of Decay is dat de laatste 2 jaar was een soort best wel turbulente tijd voor mij. Waarbij ik een baby kreeg. Dat is natuurlijk een onwijs high point in... Wat zeg je? Dat in 2 jaar. Normaal duurt dat 9 maanden, bedoel je? Maar een goede vriend van mij is ook overleden in die periode, Ron Miller. Ron Miller is een DJ geweest bij Radio Rijnmond. En Ron die was eigenlijk de eerste die onze platen is gaan draaien, samen met Sjaak in 2004, 2005. En op oudjaarsavond belde hij op en zei van ja, ik heb een heftige ziekte. En 3 maanden later was hij dood. En dat was best wel een soort schok, weet je. Ik ken hem al best wel lang en hij en ik hadden een wijze klik op dat vlak van muziek, waarbij we 's avonds naar platen luisterden, et cetera. En met ieder album wat ik maakte, belde ik hem en dan zei ik van, ik heb er weer een klaar, weet je, kun je het komen luisteren? En dan race hij naar me toe en dan draaiden we die plaat. En dan zei hij wat hij ervan vond. En hij was altijd heel enthousiast. Weet je, dus toen dacht hij van, oké, misschien is het wel een toffe plaat die ik heb gemaakt. En toen hij overleden was, iedere keer als ik dan een plaat had, of tenminste, dit is het album waar dat dan over gaat, en The Greater Good valt in diezelfde periode, dacht ik meteen aan hem. En ja, weet je, dan realiseer je van zo'n gast is er gewoon niet meer. En dat is super heftig. Nou, het nummer wat ik wil spelen van The Years of Decay is meteen het heftigste nummer. De eerste set is zo'n feest geweest dat ik dacht van nou, laten we maar meteen de kelder ingaan bij de tweede set. This is the time is now. Oh, iemand wil zijn verzoekje doorbellen, geloof ik. Ja, zo eens. The Time is Now gaat over mijn ex. Misschien hebben jullie het artikel in het Noord-Hollands Dagblad gelezen. Het doordenkstuk over mijn ex. Altijd wat, ja? Toch? Deze heet The Time is Now, oké?
Oh, my dark scarred darling, can't you see what love has made of me?
Zet die maar even uit, guys. Of neem aan. Misschien is dat de ex wel.
Oh, my dark scarred darling, can't you see what love has made of me? We were almost there, almost happy, but the merrier you get, the less it's meant to be. And I won't let it drag me down. Something is squeezing my heart, but I won't make a sound. If there's ever a time, the time is now. All my hope is gone, my heart is sinking, but I won't let it drag me down. I got so upset I left that day, 'cause I felt the guilt slip away. No, I can't fix any of the hurt between us. No, I can't make those words go away. But I won't let it drag me down. Something is squeezing my heart, but I won't make a sound. If there's ever a time, the time is now. All my hope is gone, my heart is sinking, but I won't let it drag me down. Well, I try to change you, have your secret heart unveiled. Well, you try to change me, well, how miserably you failed. I won't let it drag me down. It's the end of the road, it's the end to the luck we'd found. If there's ever a time, the time is now. All my hope is gone, my heart is sinking, but I won't let it drag me down. All my hope is gone, my heart is sinking, but I won't let it drag me down.
Dankjewel. Zo, ik wil jullie voorstellen aan een grote vriend van me en collega-songwriter. Een van de beste die ik ken, dit is Eugene Ruffalo. En het volgende nummer wat we spelen is ook van The Years of Decay. Het is een nummer wat tot mijn grote trots Eugene helemaal te gek vindt. En ik heb hem zelfs betrapt dat hij in het hotel waar zij verblijven het stiekem aan het spelen is, aan het oefenen was. Dus zei ik van, hey man, maybe do it together tonight, hè? En het is de eerste keer dat we het doen, dus het, de garantie dat het fout gaat.
What's that?
We're gonna screw this up, right? Dit nummer heet Bulletproof en ik heb het geschreven toen ik hoorde dat er sprake was van de komst van mijn zoon, Romein. En dat was zo'n magisch moment in mijn leven dat ik zoveel energie kreeg dat ik eigenlijk in 1 zitting dit nummer kon schrijven. Met een gitaar en een vel met papier, of hoe je dat normaaliter noemt. En dat ik het in 1 keer zo kon schrijven. En ik vind dit een van mijn beste dingen. You ready? Het gaat over je onfeilbaar voelen. Je gewapend voelen. Het heet Bulletproof. So much stuff blowing my way. My life's a whirlwind, my soul is a hurricane. And I don't even know what it takes to stand and take the strain. Why is it that we have to say goodbye? Without a reason or an alibi to everything that ties us to our youth. I don't wanna be a man or feel a child. Yes, and I've waited in vain for so many things to happen, breaks that never came. But I know if I fall, you're there to catch me. I'm bulletproof, I can't be hurt at all. Here I am, all battered and scarred. You took me off the streets and you fixed me up. And I can't help but cry every time I feel that love coming up. Yes, and I've waited in vain for so many things to happen, breaks that never came. But I know if I fall, you're there to catch me. I'm bulletproof, I can't be touched at all. Here I've waited in vain. Now so many years have passed, and still I haven't changed. But I know if I fall, you're there to catch me. I'm bulletproof, I can't be touched at all. Dankjewel.
One of the great things about doing this this gig is that we get to I get to play with these two fantastic songwriters, and I just grow to love them more every night. Just listening to their music, it's just so great. And that tune, of course, is just it's a killer. You know, I love that song. I'm gonna poach it immediately when I get back to the States and start singing it on my gigs. Here's a tune of mine from my second record, actually my third record, that Dennis is a fan of, so it makes sense that I have him up here with me. This is called The Hardest Easy. You'd be so easy to love. You'd be so easy to come home to. Just like the song says, and I will believe. And until the sky opened up, all that pain came pouring through. It should be easy enough. People meet and they fall in love. What should be easier than this? Losing myself in the wonder of your kiss. This is the hardest easy. This is the hardest thing. This is the hardest easy. It should be easy to face the fact it's over is over, it ain't coming back. Bickered and fought like the cat and dog. It should be easy, 'cause we don't get along. But this is the hardest easy. This is the hardest thing I'll ever do. This is the hardest easy. Well, I'll take it from here. I'm back against the wall, still alive and standing tall. I won't disappear, not be, no, 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 no. It should be easy, Lord knows I tried, but I stumbled and fall when I learned the past right in the eye. It should be easy, 'cause everybody knows. You gotta walk on, they say that's it, way it goes. This is the hardest easy. This is the hardest thing I'll ever do. This is the hardest easy. This is the hardest thing I'll ever do.
it should be easy. And it should be easy, I know. It should be easy. And it should be easy, I know. It should be easy. It should be easy, I know. And I know. And I know. And I know.
Thank you. Dennis Colin. Thanks, Dennis. I'm going to do something I probably shouldn't do because I'm not sure I really know this tune, but we were listening, we've been listening to a lot of music because Shane is all music all the time, 24 hours a day. So we got the iPhone going all the time, in the apartment, in the car, on the way back from the gig, on the way to the gig. And we were listening to, before the song Oh Very Young came on, thinking, oh, well, that's a great tune, so I'm going to try something here. And you fine, harmless-looking folks. You're snickering like it may not be true. But I have a feeling that it is, so I'm going to take a risk. Sing a song I haven't sung in many, many years. But I know Jacques is a fan of the 70s, so.
She hangs her head and cries on my shirt. She must be hurt very badly. Tell me what's making you sadly. Open the door, don't hide in the dark. You're lost in the dark, you can trust me. 'Cause you know that's how it must be. Lisa, Lisa, sad Lisa, Lisa. Your eyes like windows, the trickling rain upon the pain getting deeper. Though I know she wants to leave her. She walks along from wall to wall, lost in her home. She can't hear me, though I know she likes to be near me. Lisa, Lisa, sad Lisa, Lisa. She sits in a corner by the door. There must be more, and I can tell her she really wants me to help her. Well, I'll do what I can to show her the way. Maybe someday I will free her, though I know no one can see her. Lisa, Lisa, sad Lisa, Lisa. Lisa, Lisa, sad Lisa, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please welcome the one and only Shane Alexander.
Alone at last. Thank you guys for being here. Here in Gouda, where dreams come true. I let the boys decide what I was going to play tonight. We're going to dip into some classic territory. When I came over here, the first time, as I mentioned, that was 2005. And a couple of years right before that, I had left my rock band. Again, similar to Dennis, we had the same evolution. From metal to rock to light rock. And, yeah. But when I left my band, I stripped it all the way down to like me and a guitar. And I would drive between LA and Seattle, Washington. I did that a few times, kind of getting my shit together. But the very first time I went up there, I had one show and 3 days to kill. And it was really my first taste of ever being on the road, especially as the lone minstrel. And so I'm walking around the town that I don't know and looking at faces that I don't know. And they're going to work, and I'm waking up or going to bed or whatever, and just it's a different kind of lifestyle, you know. And I thought, is this really what I want to do? And now I have almost 40 stamps in my passport, and I feel like I've been everywhere, and I love what I do. But still, sometimes I find myself in lonely hotels, and that's where we write all the good shit. This song's called The Moore Hotel.
Living on the edge of Belltown, Moore Hotel. I met a girl as lost as I was. She treated me well. Late one night I looked out the window on 2nd Street below. I knew that our time was ending. She had to go home. Drove her to the airport on a foggy Monday night. I got back in the car, I was alone. I headed home, back to the Moore Hotel, a place for all the weary people, the bottom of the well, where ocean breeze meets city light, the street life keeps you up at night. You'd leave if you had somewhere to go. Oh, tried to sleep all day with all my might, but the sunshine just came in too bright. The tales of terror on TV were starting to get the best of me, yeah. Oh, I walked out on Lenora on my way to Oceanside. I never felt more alive or more alone. I headed home, back to the Moore Hotel, a place for all the weary people at the bottom of the well. city light. The street life keeps you up at night. You'd leave if you had somewhere to go. Woke up to the sound of rain. I knew the time had come for me again. I knew the day was coming fast to leave the motel at last. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To leave my home. The motel. A place for all the weary people running from themselves. City light, the street life keeps you up at night. You leave if you had somewhere to go.
Dankjewel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I gotta say, Frank Sprout, it's good to see you. It's been a long time, brother. If it's all right with you, I'd like to bring out Dennis Colin on this song with me. You've heard him, you know him, you love him. Danny Cool. Like I said, I let the boys pick my short set tonight. And this is another classic going back to 2006 when the world was new. We were all 6 years younger then. But this is Wheats' favorite, he's told me. And if Wheats likes it, you know it's good. It's a traveling song. I was playing in Leiden one time, and Romy Mayas, a girl from Canada, I was playing with her. And she's like, I find traveling songs are really self-indulgent. And I was like, shit, I have a ton of traveling songs. I just let them come. Whatever they have to say, I just try to stay out of the way. And this is a song about being away from home. It's in the key of A, Dennis, which is the most majestic of all the keys. It's called Spaces in Between.
Little spaces in between I find the roads left of all my time, trying to make each moment last. Cause I believe in what will be, and I believe we're gonna be alright. But baby, hold on tight. The road gets rough from here. All else disappears. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. And on a stretch of moonlit beach, you were so far from my reach. I cried, knowing that I lied. I'm gonna make it up to you, so last thing I'll ever do. Alright, so baby, hold on tight. If the road gets rough from here, and all else disappears, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. I'm still the same as I was back at 17, with the future in my eyes. You know But life can be cruel sometimes, and you gotta leave behind the ones you never thought that you would let go. We'll find the time one of these days, one of these days, one of these days. Oh, little spaces in between, I find roads left to all my time, trying to make each moment last. I'm still the same as I was back at 17, with the future in my eyes. And you know that life can be cruel sometimes. You gotta leave behind the ones you never thought that you would let go. I'm still the same as I was back at 17, with the future in my eyes. You know that life can be cruel sometimes. You gotta leave behind the ones you never thought that you would let go, would let go. Let go. Dankjewel. Let's get Eugene out here. Let's get the band back together.
It's a shake of so what?
Fresh Sparkle.
Fresh Sparkle, baby.
Dankjewel jongens dat jullie gekomen zijn vanavond.
I got it.
Dit is de laatste die we doen. Volgend jaar hebben we hopelijk weer een nieuwe plaat. En tot die tijd willen we jullie eigenlijk een beetje laten zien hoe dit album tot stand is gekomen in Duitsland toen we het maakten. We zijn een week bezig geweest met de songs en op de een of andere manier aan het eind van de week kwamen we erachter dat het best klonk, het best werkte als we met z'n drieën rond één microfoon zongen en het tegelijk live opnamen. En dat hebben we gedaan bij deze track. Het is het laatste van ons album, The Greater Good plaat. Ik wil jullie alvast heel erg bedanken voor deze te gekke avond. En dit is er eentje van een van onze voorbeelden en inspirators, Neil Young. Oké? Tell me why.
Tell me lies, leaders, come and see me. I'll be
Sjaak mag kiezen.
Ja.
Help us help you.
Yes. Yes.
We got one more for you. You know, we're a young band. We're a very young band. It's going to be easy for the rest. We've only been together for 4 days. But we got something for you. If you know the words, feel free to join us, yeah? Okay? You ready for this, Jim? Thank you so much. Thank you. There's a man who swears he's got some flame.